Europe is absolutely awash with incredible places to explore. We all know the big names: Paris, Rome, Barcelona, London. But beyond the famous capitals and headline cities, there's another Europe waiting quietly in the background. The Europe of cobblestone streets, flower-filled balconies, church bells echoing through valleys, and houses that look like they've been painted by hand. One of the things I love most about Europe is just how diverse it is. No two countries feel the same. No two villages tell the same story. And when it comes to beautiful small towns, you're truly spoiled for choice. Today, we're traveling off the main tourist trail to discover 12 of the most beautiful towns and villages in Europe. Places rich in history, charm, and unforgettable scenery. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Jetlag Stories. It helps the channel more than you know, and you'll get fresh travel inspiration every single week. At number 1, we have Hallstatt, Austria. Nestled between towering alpine mountains and a glassy lake, Hallstatt is one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in Europe, with a history rooted in salt mining that stretches back over 7,000 years. Its pastel houses cling to the mountainside, reflected perfectly in the water below. Visitors can stroll along the lakeside promenade, explore the ancient salt mines, or ride the funicular up to the Hallstatt skywalk for breathtaking panoramic views. Next, we move to Colmar, France. Colmar feels like stepping into a watercolor painting. Located in the Alsace region, this town blends French charm with Germanic architecture, resulting in colorful, half-timbered houses, flower-lined canals, and cobbled streets. The historic center is incredibly well preserved, with neighborhoods like Little Venice offering peaceful canal walks and postcard-perfect views. Colmar is also a gateway to the Alsace wine route, making it a dream destination for food and wine lovers. At number 3, we arrive in Český Krumlov, Czech Republic. Wrapped in a dramatic bend of the Vltava River, Český Krumlov is a medieval masterpiece. Dominated by a vast castle complex overlooking the town, its narrow streets and red-tiled roofs feel frozen in time. The town's history dates back to the 13th century, and today it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visitors can explore castle towers, wander through Baroque gardens, kayak along the river, or simply enjoy the magical atmosphere that feels untouched by modern life. At number 4, we have Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Germany. Completely surrounded by intact city walls, this Bavarian town is famous for its timber-framed houses, cobblestone streets, and fairy-tale atmosphere. Walking along the walls offers sweeping views of the old town and surrounding countryside. Inside, you'll find charming squares, historic churches, and cozy wine taverns that make it easy to imagine life here centuries ago. Next on our journey is Positano, Italy. Positano cascades down the cliffs of the Amalfi Coast in a stunning mix of pastel colors and sunlit terraces. Once a quiet fishing village, it has become an icon of Italian coastal beauty. Visitors wander steep streets filled with boutiques, relax on pebble beaches, and enjoy long meals overlooking the Tyrrhenian Sea. It's glamorous yet relaxed, a place where beauty feels effortless. At number 6, we slow things down in Bibury, England. Bibury is often described as the most beautiful village in England, and it's easy to see why. Located in the Cotswolds, it's known for Arlington Row, a line of stone cottages dating back to the 14th century. The village feels peaceful and timeless, surrounded by rolling countryside and gentle rivers. A visit here is about simple pleasures, quiet walks, local pubs, and soaking in rural charm. Then we head to the French Riviera and Aze, France. Perched high above the Mediterranean, Aze is a medieval village that rewards every step with incredible views. Its narrow stone streets wind upward toward an exotic garden at the summit, offering panoramic vistas of the coast below. The village feels intimate and historic, with artisan shops and ancient walls that reflect centuries of life along the Riviera. At number 8, we move east to Sighisoara, Romania. Sighisoara is one of the best preserved medieval towns in Europe. Its fortified walls, colorful houses, and iconic clock tower create a strong sense of history. Walking through the citadel feels like stepping back centuries, with legends and stories woven into every corner. Next, we travel to the Adriatic coast and discover Piran, Slovenia. Piran is one of those towns that instantly makes you slow down. Set on a narrow peninsula along the Adriatic Sea, this historic coastal town is influenced by its Venetian past, visible in its elegant architecture, narrow alleys, and sun-washed squares. Tartini Square, the heart of the town, opens dramatically toward the sea and is surrounded by pastel buildings that glow at sunset. At number 10, we head into the heart of the Alps, to Gmunden, Austria. Gmunden sits gracefully on the shores of Lake Tronsee, surrounded by alpine peaks that reflect beautifully in the water. This charming lakeside town is known for its elegant atmosphere, historic villas, and strong artistic heritage. One of its most iconic sites is Ort Castle, a fairy tale-like structure connected to the shore by a wooden bridge. Next, we journey south to the dramatic Kotor, Montenegro. Kotor is a medieval town that feels almost hidden from the world, tucked between towering mountains and calm, fjord-like waters. Enclosed by ancient stone walls, its old town is a labyrinth of narrow streets, historic churches, and sunlit squares that echo with centuries of maritime history. The town's most unforgettable experience is the climb up to the fortress of San Giovanni, where sweeping views of the bay reward every step. And then, at number 12, we arrive in one of the most breathtaking valleys in Europe, Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland. Lauterbrunnen feels like a living postcard. Set in a dramatic alpine valley surrounded by sheer rock faces, it's famous for its 72 waterfalls, many of which plunge straight down from the cliffs above. Traditional Swiss chalets dot green meadows, while snow-capped peaks rise in the distance, creating a landscape that feels almost unreal. Visitors can walk through the valley floor, visit Trimmelbach Falls hidden inside the mountain, or use Lauterbrunnen as a base to explore car-free alpine villages like Mürren and Wengen. And that's the beauty of Europe. It's not just about the famous cities or iconic landmarks. It's about these towns and villages where stories linger in the streets, where nature and history blend effortlessly, and where time seems to slow down just enough for you to really feel the journey. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which place stole your heart? Drop your favorite in the comments. And if you're craving more travel inspiration, don't forget to subscribe to Jetlag Stories. New adventures, new destinations, and new stories every week.